For 911, you need to ambulance.
Please forgive me, I'm sorry. Hello?
Christy Sheets called the family meeting with her husband and two daughters in the living room of their Texas home. Jason Sheets thought his wife was going to tell their daughters, Taylor 22 and Madison 17, that their parents were getting a divorce. Instead, Christy Sheets pulled a .38 caliber weapon out of the couch pillow.
He told Christy, just shoot yourself. Make it easier on all of us, just shoot yourself. And she said, no, that's not what this is about. This is about punishing you.
Once the family realized suicide wasn't her intentions, they began begging for their lives.
I promise you whatever you want.
Both daughters were shot as all three tried to run outside. Madison Sheets collapsed outside and died. Jason Sheets ran to the end of the cul-de-sac. After chasing Taylor, who was to be wed in 2 days, the mother ran out of bullets.
She's going inside the house now. Hopefully it's not getting any more bullets because she looks like she's going to look for more bullets.
Okay. All right, stay on the line.
She's coming back again. Apparently she has bullets now.
Okay, stay on the line.
Oh, she shot her again.
You shot her again?
Yes. From the back, she was trying to run.
Jason managed to call 911 as Christy was shooting at the girls. Madison was struck in the neck as she was running out of the house. Taylor was hit in the head while she was running after Madison. Miraculously, Taylor survived and was even close to running away when her mother shot her again on the street. Taylor still had a weak pulse when the paramedics airlifted her to the closest hospital, but within the hour, she was pronounced dead. Her little sister was dead at the scene. As Christy was shooting her eldest daughter for the third time in the head, the police arrived and ordered Christy to drop the weapon. Instead of dropping her gun, Christy started walking toward the cop. She wanted to end her life then and there, and her wish came true.
That's some crazy shit. That's some movie level psychopath, Freddy, Jason, Friday the 13th type shit. Where y'all in the crib, she shoot one, then chase you outside, chase you down another one, go back inside for bullets, and then shoot another one and kill her. That's crazy. From what I'm understanding is that the police took her out after when they showed up and found her with a gun in her hand, and she walked toward them, probably intending for them to do exactly that. Now, every time some shit like this happens, I'm always wondering, how does one person with a gun hold 3 people hostage? Hold 3 adults hostage, right? She didn't tie nobody up, right? She's your own mother. So y'all were having a discussion and she pulled a gun. Like, I don't know. In a situation like that, maybe people would act differently depending on what's going on. You get freaked out or whatever, and it's your mother, so you don't know what to do. But and also maybe somewhere in the back of their heads, they didn't really believe she'd shoot them.
Right, because like you saw in the video, they really thought that she was trying to unalive herself.
Right. So they were like, "What you doing with that?" And then when a mistake by the husband, who clearly they were having a dispute, and he says to her, he provokes her by saying, "You should kill yourself."
Yeah.
And make it easy on everybody. Yeah. And that's when she maybe gets the idea that now I'm going to make you suffer. Yeah. Because ultimately that's what I understand the reasoning was, that she wanted, this was on her ex-husband's birthday.
Yeah.
So she wanted him to suffer by taking away his kids from him. But they're your kids too.
Like that I don't understand.
That I don't get. Why would you do that? They're your kids too. Why would you do that?
And has nothing to do with your divorce.
Right.
Like whatever issues that people divorce for, it's always between
what
them
you have.
two. Right.
Yeah.
It's always between the spouses, never the kids. The kids are something that you fight for normally.
Right. And it's just interesting to me, that because he told her, you could hear in the audio, he's like, they're our kids. Mm-hmm. Why are you pointing a gun at them? They're our children.
But I feel like that's on some mental issue with her
fuck.
Because like honestly, no woman would honestly do that because that's their kids.
That's
too.
not true. But that's not true.
I feel like there's a disconnect between the mother and child though. If a
man murdered his fucking family, nobody would shoot him this benefit of the doubt. Fuck that.
True.
Fuck that. If she'd have survived, she should have got the death penalty. You chased them down and shot them in the back, and then executed one of them on the ground. True. Those are your actual children. No way. Hang them high.
Valid point.
Hang them by the neck until dead. Like, what are you talking about? No way.
Well, I guess it's on some animalistic thing, I can make another one look just like you. So.
Yeah, I know that has to be, but I mean,
like,
obviously this is psychotic behavior.
Yeah.
But I'm just not willing to shoot her bail
No.
based on that.
Obviously, no.
Unless you're gonna show me like a history of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, I don't want to hear that about mental anything.
Right, but what I want to understand is like, how can I just don't get it.
How do you get to that place?
Right.
Yeah.
And especially with all the years that you had already built up with your kids, your husband, and everything else.
Forget
like
the
that.
husband, your children.
Right.
Because wives kill their husbands all the time. Your children. Husbands kill their wives too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
People kill their spouse all the time.
Yeah.
But your people rarely kill their children.
Yeah, literally.
Like people who don't hear voices rarely kill their children.
Yeah.
So the fact I can't understand what the hell is going on here. But furthermore, it's just interesting to me how one person, one old lady, one 50-year-old woman with a 38 revolver, 6-shooter maybe, is gonna hold 3 people hostage. Like, she points the gun at one of us.
The other two be like...
The other two, don't everybody stand together. Mm-hmm. People just slowly start moving apart until she can only point it at one of you. Yeah. And maybe one's on one side, one's on the other side. Yeah. As soon as she turns your back to you, grab her. Yeah. Grab her arm, grab her. Like, I don't know. Like I said, it's sometimes mean to blame victims, right? For things that happen to them, because this isn't their fault. But at the same time, I just don't understand where the fight or flight reflex is and why it didn't kick in. Like, I understand the fear, but like at a certain point, like I might be initially scared facing down someone pointing a gun at me, but if you continue to point it at me and we stay there for long enough, I'm gonna start thinking about how to escape. Yeah. Like the fear will start to come down, and I will start to think again. Like, how do I get out of here?
The flight will kick in. Yeah.
Right, because you haven't killed me yet. So I don't know what you're trying to do, but maybe I can stop it now.
But I guess she did get what she want, because she won't have to think about the consequences, because they took care of her.
They took care of her, right?
They took care of her.
But I'm talking about the husband and the kids.
Yeah, I know.
Like, even if it's he's like, don't shoot us. Like, she's probably like, I'll shoot you. The second that barrel is no longer pointed at me, tackle her.
Right.
Grab her.
You ain't gonna kill me, bitch.
Right.
I'm gonna get you before you get
me. And like I said, to me, I'm a grown man. So a woman holding me at gunpoint, I'm supremely confident that if I can grab your arm, that I will win the fight over the gun. Mm-hmm. That I'll win the tussle. That you won't be able to overpower me and then still shoot me while we're wrestling, right? If I see another grown man or a man similar to my size, because if you're small, I might think the same thing. But if you're similar to my size, I might be like, I don't know if I'm gonna win that. Mm-hmm. Like, if we start tussling, maybe even if I'm stronger, but we're similar, close in strength, he still might be able to turn the gun to me, depending on leverage, and shoot me.
Fuck that. Fight for that gun, and then meanwhile you fighting, trip that bitch. Kick a leg out underneath her. Because y'all be too worried about the gun. Shit, I'm worried about your stance, too. Bitch, get the fuck down. Right.
That's what you should do. Do anything. Do anything. Because I say this every time we watch movies where they hold them at gunpoint mad close. It's like, you're too close to me.
Mm-hmm. They do that all the time.
They do it all the time. I'm like, you're too close to me.
Yep.
If I can reach the gun with my hand, you're too close to me. Because depending on your reaction time, I might be able to slap that away and move before you get a chance to hit me.
Yep.
You can't duck a bullet like at close range. You will definitely get shot. Mm-hmm. But if you get your hand here, at the same moment you move, you bat it away, you could avoid getting shot the first time. And then after that, tackle him. Grab the arm. Hem up the arm. Right? How does one person hold 3 people hostage with a firearm? That's not like an automatic weapon. Like,
I guess the fear of the daughters, and it's just like,
I don't know,
shock, because it's like, whoa, my mother's literally trying to kill me.
I think it was shock. I think the explanation is that he didn't really believe she would do it. Yeah. That's what I think. He didn't. He thought that maybe she'd shoot him or that she'd shoot herself, not that she would take the kids out.
But like you said, honestly, if I was the guy, like, once you shoot one of my kids, I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting.
Yeah. That's the other thing. It's like, forget before shooting, because she did shoot one. Mm-hmm. Well, she shot both of them while they were trying to run away. Mm-hmm. But when she tried, the first person she aims at and fires at, the other 2 should have attacked her, not run away. Attack her, because if both of you jumped on her, you would have saved the third person from catching additional wounds, because she finished both of them. She executed both of the kids.
And after the first another time.
That's what I'm saying. She hit one while they were running away, then reloaded they hit another one while he's just running away, then reloaded, and then finished that one. So it's like, during all that, where was the tackling? I don't know, man. Like I said, you know, I understand. I've never had...
Not blaming them.
Not blaming them. And, you know, not everybody's going to turn into fucking Spider-Man when they're at gunpoint. Some people just not ready for that. Yeah. I get it. But, I don't know. Just for me personally, I have to fight for my life. I'm not just going to let you kill me.
The will
I have
to
to
survive
fight.
is too great. I'm
right.
sorry.
I have to fight.
Like, whether or not I love you, I'm in shock or whatever, the will to survive, and it's just the audacity for me. It's just like, by the time I realize that the person that I love and everything else like that, it's like the audacity for you to try, the will for me to survive will kick in. You
have to fight. Like, that situation to me lasted too long for them not to be able to fight for their lives. But at the same time, get in the ground, stupid. Right? I'm glad they folded her up.
Yeah, and I feel bad for the father, because now he has to live knowing that his wife did this, and both his daughters are gone. Right. One of his daughters was supposed to get married. Right. Like, it's a real travesty.
Yeah, look, what about the fiance for that girl?
Yeah.
He hear this, he's like, what, bro?
It's a real travesty for this family, and it's crazy. But I'm
not
glad she's in the ground.
You're right, but let me tell you something. If I'm the fiance, I'm looking at the father like, so you didn't do nothing? Yeah, you didn't do nothing, bro. Anyway, that's crazy though. Watch your back now. Anybody can do anything to you. Don't think everybody's capable of everything.
Yep.
Don't ever think that someone's not capable of something. Yep. Under the right circumstances, anyone is capable of anything.
Yes.
And don't ever let that shit, like, don't ever forget that.
Right.
Don't ever forget that.
Yourself.
Ever.